The bell is a profound symbol of connection between the past and present for St Joseph's. Father Dennis Byrne, the first parish priest here, appointed in 1868 and remained here until his death 39 years later in 1907. He'd left £100 in his will for a church bell, but it wasn't until 1923 that the bell had been purchased, imported from Ireland, installed and blessed. The bell, still rung nowadays, is embossed with Father Byrne's name. The St Joseph's Church we celebrate the centenary of this year is the third building to go by that name in Dalby.
Our church is under the patronage of St Joseph, protector of families. So it's very appropriate to be celebrating this centenary in the year proclaimed by Pope Francis, the year of St Joseph. Thousands of families and individuals have celebrated baptism, confirmation, First Communion, marriage, ordination, the funeral of loved ones and school graduations in this place. This building and the Catholic community have connected these people under St Joseph's care and protection. And I am sure St Joseph has watched over us all from heaven.
When Father Byrne arrived, there was a brick building that had been blessed and opened by Bishop Quinn in 1866. This church deteriorated so much and so quickly that it was demolished and replaced with a wooden chapel in 1886. Both these churches stood just a block from the present St Joseph's on Jimba Street, near where the Goonda Health Services building is now. Before that, Mass had been said by itinerant missionary priests in hotels, Stewart's Public House being the first. It went through some name changes, and possibly the Royal. The second St Joseph's Church, the wooden chapel, which had been opened by Bishop Dunn, was showing its age by 1916 and an infestation of termites forced action. The church would be demolished and Mass would be said in a refurbished St Joseph's Hall on the corner of Drayton and Condamine Streets. The site where the church had stood would be used for the construction of a new school, and planning would begin immediately on a new, more substantial parish church in Cunningham Street. The new church, our current St Joseph's, was opened and blessed with great celebration and ceremony on Sunday, the 4th of December 1921, by Archbishop Dewig and 13 priests in front of thousands of Catholics and other interested locals and visitors. Trains from all over the Downs and beyond had been arriving through the morning to bring in the visitors. A few years later, at the solemn liturgical consecration of St Joseph's in 1928, Father Nolan, who had been parish priest here for nearly 20 years at that stage, and was responsible for the building of this beautiful church, had this to say: "But there was still much to be done in connection with their church if they would make it what they all wished to do, the gem of the West." Was he suggesting that the community could not rest on its laurels with a beautiful building, but had to do more, to be better, to become that to which they aspired? And can that desire to be better drive today's St Joseph's parishioners to live up to the ideal tied to the concept of the gem of the West?
A big thank you to the sacristans, artists, florists, cleaners, singers, musicians, altar servers and others who have made worship happen in this place. And thank you on behalf of all the clergy and religious who have ever ministered here at St Joseph's.